Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Scumdog's Kennel. I decided to start a moment earlier because I was all ready. I have Mike Barron possibly show Mike Barron. Well, actually, Mike Barron will show up today on my stream. He said, and we can talk about his new novel Nexus. I'm just giving you a heads up, so when he does arrive. I already have it up on Kickstarter. We'll be talking about it, about his what originally was a comic book character he released in 1981, who basically is the hero of the future of the year. Is there when he in the the 25th century or so, 26th. It'll be a great little talk we'll have about his character here. I actually, if you remember, I actually looked at this campaign yesterday, but now we're having the creator come and talk to us about his character. But that'll be later. Well, I should probably turn on the share screen for that. As I said, this is Nexus. We looked at it yesterday, and I talked about it. He's the hero of a galaxy, and we'll be talking with the creator of it, Mike Barron, when he gets here. But I also have these campaigns up on Indiegogo to look at. Battle Maiden Nickel Bomb 2 has made over $16,000 with 29 days left. So it's doing very well. The art continues to be good. Dan Fraga's Black Flag is now at $105,659. He's doing well. He has 13 days left. It'll probably go into in demand, hopefully. I'll be able to get it if it does that. Right now, I already have a few books that are funding. Oh, that reminds me. I should also talk about my own independent comic book, Scumdogs. So I'm going to do this for a moment, and I'll be right back. Let's see. Let's get some art up here to look at. Let's see. This. But be right with you in a moment. I'm just picking out the pieces I want to show you. All right, let's have some fun. First though, I'm gonna still no one's up in the chat, or Mike Barron hasn't shown up yet. He should show up. All right, let's do this. Or rather, I should probably, maybe I'll just. Here's some of my art. Here's the inked pages. I have the colored up on my Twitter. And here's the pencils, or rather cleaned up versions of it. I have Miss Breasty Melons, the actual black and white art here. And I have right there. I also have this black and white version of some of the paneling I have up on my Twitter account. And stuff. If I go to my Twitter account and go to messages, I have some art up here and stuff. Let's go up here. I'm using this one because the one I used for Hair Metal Doctor here is really good pinup I used. This I plan to turn into a variant cover for the Scumdog's Kennel, as well as having it on a t-shirt. And pretty much the same goes for Miss Breasty Melons here. I think I might put her on a shirt too, this one here, or I might do some more pinups. But remember, I'm also going to do pinups of all of my characters for shirts. So yeah, it'll be good when we see this on comic. Now, some people said that my artwork here wasn't so good. I'm trying here. I'll try to improve it. This looks good in a funny way, but I have to admit some of my artwork could maybe use a little bit, or at least some of the panels could use some improvement. All right. I mean, this right here. If you see this, I mean, Kachi Jojo here looks fine. The two Murder Mouth and Sloppy look pretty good. But maybe I could have worked on some of these guys up here. Let's go back over here to StreamYard. Oh, Mike Barron has arrived. Hello, Mike Barron. Welcome to
Chris.
The channel. I'm just showing off my artwork. Hothribble86 says I should always show off some of my artwork when I'm doing this. I already have I already have your campaign on Kickstarter with Nexus up on here.
And yeah, you funded in one day.
Yep, I know. That's great. All right, let me get back. Oh, I think I have the wrong thing up.
I just posted it to message you on Twitter.
I know. And you did that. I have it right here and stuff. Right there. Am I doing this right? As I said, we were looking at Nexus here, and I looked at it yesterday on my last live show, and I had some fun. I had WizGiz on, and we looked at it and stuff. I thought it looked really good. Now, why don't you tell us about your character? Because you yourself, are the
creator.
Yeah, the creator. I know, the writer and stuff. I was trying to look writer, creator.
With Steve Rude.
Yeah, it's Steve Rude.
All right. Nexus is a reluctant executioner of mass murderers 500 years in the future. He didn't ask for the job, but it's the job he's got. Every night he sleeps in a tank, and dreams come to him. Dreams of horrible crimes, dreams of mass murderers. And when he wakes, he knows he has to track that person down and kill him, or the dreams will continue and become more intense until they kill him.
That is one hell of a good premise for a story. Now, he's also supposed to be an alien, right? At least
no, actually, he's human being, but he didn't visit Earth until he was an adult. His father was a general on a planet called Vradic, and the planet was revolting, and they had kind of a fascist overrule. It was based on Stalinist Russia. So General Hellpop said that in order to save the planet, he had to destroy it. And he fled the planet with his wife, who was pregnant at the time, on a suicide mission because he never expected to survive. He steered the ship into a black hole. It came out near a planet called Ilum, which had a breathable atmosphere, so they went down there to live, and that's where Nexus was born.
But he's actually a human who was visited other planets and then gained powers, huh?
Well, the power comes to him from an insane alien. This insane alien, who's called the Merc, decided that Nexus was going to be the conscience of the human race. And that's why the insane alien tracks down mass murderers all over the galaxy and sends dreams to Nexus so he'll go out and execute them. It's a little complicated. It's a little Baroque, but it's the world he lives with.
It sounds good. Yeah. So you're an insane alien. That sounds interesting. So he's insane by the standards of humans. Is he insane by the standards of his own race, or is he just like an eldritch abomination? There's only one of him. He's just like Galactus or something, just a wandering alien life form.
Well, that's an interesting question, because if we were ever to encounter an alien race and be able to communicate with them, how would we know that they were sane or not? It might be that whenever we encounter an alien race that's intelligent, and we would know they were intelligent if they had like technology, like spaceships or suits or something.
Or if they were magic users and they were able to travel across the galaxy with a spell, you can obviously see they're intelligent enough to work out the mechanics of that.
Well, I suppose.
I'm just they say magic, but then again, some people equate some of the magic, psychic powers and the technology to the point of being magic.
That's true. I forget who said that. Hey, take a look at your Twitter feed. I posted 2 more images.
Here's Miss Brusty Mellions, my character. I was looking at her, but first we'll take a look at your message here. Ooh, that is some good artwork. Let me flip me around. Which should I look at first? I'll look at you first, and then we'll look at the other one. From first the book, now the strip, Nexus by Mike Barron and Rude.
Steve Rude.
Steve Rude. All right, and this is good. I love the artwork here.
Oh, thank you.
I really like the cut. I really like this one. This is such great artwork.
That issue won 2 Eisners.
I can see why it would with being just a high concept book, and like this, I can understand why it would win that. It is beautiful. Now, did Steve Rude drew this cover?
Yeah, that's all dude art. It's all dude art.
That is good artwork. Now, some more down here.
Yeah, it's also a Steve Rude illustration. These are all Steve Rude.
That is good. That is good. I gotta say, his outfit looks very nice.
Thank you.
I like the super outfit. So, all right. So then after he came, but he was on Ulium. He didn't go to Earth till later on, till he was an adult.
Right. It's called Ilum because it comes from asylum.
And then after he got this power from that alien, he came to Earth because it probably made it easier for him to track down human murderers.
Well, right? He was sent there by the dreams. It wasn't his choice, but he kept dreaming of a mass murderer on Earth, and he got the message. But since distances are so vast in space, the only way to traverse space and not die of old age is to go through black holes.
Time travel.
Well, no, it's not time travel. A black hole is a star that is collapsed in upon itself because of its own weight. And the weight is so great, the gravity is so great that not even light can escape. And that's why it's called a black hole. But when it was a star, it was spinning. And when it contracts, it spins infinitely faster, just like a figure skater who's doing pirouettes with her arms outstretched. But when she pulls her arms in, she spins faster and faster. So if a ship were to enter that gravitational field exactly at the edge between the top and the bottom, they would be whisked into the center and instantly spewed forth from a white star, a white hole, somewhere else in the galaxy. And that's how it's possible to travel from star to star in our lifetime. But if you approach the black hole from any angle other than the perfect equatorial entry, you'll be instantly crushed.
Well, as well as spaghettified. I know what happens there. And that we don't really have to talk about it. I think it pretty much explains itself what spaghettification means.
Indeed.
All right, now. More artwork from Steve Rude. Very nice, very good. There's his alien companions. I looked at some of your issues yesterday, at least some of the artwork. He had a hairy alien guy, and he had a typical gray alien. I read that, and don't know who the girl is.
That's Sandra.
Sandra. I like the spaceship. That looks very nice.
Thank you.
Right. I see he's on an alien world and stuff like that. Now, he only hunts humans because he's the conscience of the human race. He doesn't go after alien murderers.
That's true.
Probably because he maybe the insane alien who gave him his power, maybe said if he did every other race in the galaxy, this guy would go insane or something.
Well, he has gone insane several times, but in any case, he wouldn't have time to do that.
Yeah, I know. That's good for that and stuff. Also gives a reason why doesn't mean he won't kill evil aliens if they attack him, though.
I think he has in a few cases, but only when he was trying to rescue his friends.
As he said, the way you've written him, he already has enough on his plate. He doesn't need to go after evil alien overlords as well, unless they get in his way.
Yep.
Now, is he trying to avidly fight against this alien guy, or at least find him and break his connection to him so he doesn't have to keep going after these murderers?
Well, it was a couple of years before he even learned that the Merc was the cause of all his problems. Then he finally tracked him down in the caverns beneath the surface of Ilum, and there he was, this giant alien just sitting there. And Nexus was irritated, to say the least. But over the years, he's worked out a deal. The deal is that he has to kill so many mass murderers per month in order to receive the fusion power that makes him all powerful.
All right. I can see that would be good. I can see why he would make such a deal. Does he also get any respite for his sleep from the dreams he gets?
Oh yeah, sure. Right after he kills somebody.
So does it days or just or I assume he gets a full night's sleep at least once before he's worried.
He's sleeping better these days than he used to because of this deal. You know, as long as he keeps his schedule. And the thing is, there's no lack of opportunity. Unfortunately, there's no lack of mass murderers. There will never be a lack of them. There are always too many.
Too bad for him. But at least he can occasionally get a good night's sleep.
Oh yeah, he's got a regular home life. He's got a boy.
Good for him. Because the way I figure, he might be if he wasn't sticking to his plan, he would be a total wreck. And as you said, he was a wreck for a while. But he's worked at the deal, and now his home life is far better than he's been having since it first started.
Yeah, well, he's a busy guy because he's the de facto leader of the planet, and the population keeps growing. People keep coming to Islam to get away from their problems from all over the galaxy, and as a result, there's a permanent ring of parked spaceships circling the planet like Saturn. Some of them have been there for years. There are thousands and thousands of people waiting to come down. But they can't all just come down. They have to go through customs. They have to be vetted. And there's not enough living capacity down on Islam to hold them all. They're constantly expanding the area inside Island because nobody lives on the surface. The surface is dead. They all live in caves down below. The caves are alive. They have artificial sun. They have forests. They have growing things. But they're expanding as fast as they can, but it's never enough to keep up with demand.
No, there's no effort to try and terraform the surface.
Constantly. They do a little surface terraforming. It's mostly for greenhouse growth because they're exposed directly to the two twin suns. But there's no atmosphere on the surface except the ones that they create.
I figure that. So this terraforming is basically in domed little places then.
Right.
Too bad. Has anyone talked about maybe bringing an atmosphere there, maybe crushing a couple of meteors into the ground and trying to, as well as introduce artificial ways to make an artificial atmosphere and then terraform the planet itself?
Well, they're pretty happy in the interior where they've done that. They've terraformed the interior and created a breathable atmosphere, but the task of doing that on the surface would just be too daunting at this stage.
But they have, I guess that's what I assumed anyway. But it sounds like it also makes it a good way for your story to have a little bit of for the characters of an edge, how they're going to get all these people on there as they're constantly terraforming and building.
That's part of the story.
I know. All right. Now, you also wanted to introduce a Galactus-like character that's going to attack Ilium as well, as I heard.
That's in the novel. That's what the novel is about. And also a collection we have coming out next year from Dark Horse.
Now, this guy isn't going to just actually have your main character actually beat such a creature, do you? Or are you going to maybe figure out a way to fight him away?
You got to read the novel, Chris.
I figure as much as that. Guys, like that. As I said, it does sound awesome. And it sounds different than the original Galactus trilogy, with that one guy trying to figure out how to deal with it. Is Nexus going to be incredibly daunted by this creature?
Well, let's say it's a struggle, and they're all a little shocked when Gormondo shows up, because Gormondo is bigger than the planet itself.
Is it like one of the old ones, or not in Outer God, but the old ones that are? Is it going to be the planetoid, living planetoid itself, like Ego, or is it going to be?
Nope. Yeah, it's all in the novel, Chris. It's all in the novel.
So yes, folks, if you're hearing me, go with Mike Barron here and go read this novel.
Do you read science fiction?
Yep, I've read a lot of science fiction. Let's see some of the ones I'm trying to get some of the novels I've read. I've read Greg Bear's Blood Music.
Oh yeah.
I've also read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Good writer. Good writers.
I know. Let's see. And of course, there's also Ender's Game. There's another one.
That's a masterpiece.
That it is. Now, I've read all of those. Let's see here. In the other artwork you have here, this is.
I can always send you some.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
I can show you some of my artwork. I was looking at it earlier over in Cecil's thing. As I said,
are you coloring that yourself?
Yep, I colored it. Now, this is Hair Metal Doctor. I colored it. I drew it. I colored it. I created everything about it. He's a cross between a mad scientist and a hair metal musician from the 80s.
That's good.
I know. Listen, I used Dr. Mindbender from G.I. Joe, Toe Cutter from Mad Max, and Ozzy Osbourne as the models, and then I mixed their features together. And he always wears this mask, but I'm not going to show you his actual face. I'm going to have that as be a gag and stuff. But typically, I used all their faces and mixed them together to come up with a face I really liked for him.
Cool.
All right. Now, here's some. Let's see. I might as well go with this. Here is some of my artwork. This guy with the pink hair, pompadour pink hair with a palm tree growing out of him is Mr. Buick Starpoon. He's basically the antagonist to these three guys up here who are the scum dogs. There's the purple guy is Death Mug. The guy in blue behind him with the top hat is Murder Mouth.
That's a well laid out page, Chris.
Thank you. And this guy, pink guy, is Sloppy. Thank you. Now, Indigenous Monstrosity says I should work on maybe my, how something closer to you is bigger than it is from further away is smaller.
Perspective.
Yes, I need to work on my perspectives, and yes, I have to do like that.
You carry a notepad with you? Do you carry a sketch pad?
Yeah, well, I have one right here and stuff like that. I do stuff like that. I also have some notepads here and stuff like that.
And it's a good idea to carry a sketch pad with you at all times, everywhere you go, with pen and pencil, and to draw what you see, not just what you imagine, but what you see before you.
Right. Thank you for that. I do try to do that, and I have tried to get to a few stuff like that and stuff like. But usually, when I want to do that, it's pretty much like a person standing like that, or a dog on the. Last time I tried to do that, I was going to maybe go get my camera, because we have this dog called Spanky in my house, and he was lying in front of the door, open door, on the welcome pad, and it looked such the right way. I wanted to get a picture of it so I could draw it, but typically by the time I got back, the dog had already moved.
Damn.
I know.
You always take a picture.
Yeah, I know. Now here is the cover, the first cover for the Scum Dogs graphic novel. And so I thought it looked really good. It came out good. Now, as I said here, that I also have some of the pencil artwork up here. This is some of the paneling I have. This is the pencil part, as well as the finally inked thing before coloring I did.
Very nice. Do you do your own lettering too?
Well, I plan to hire a letterer when I actually have my book ready to go into the final parts of being up and stuff. I plan to get someone to do that for me and put all new word boxes in as well. Well, but that won't be for a while till actually graphic novel is done. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Now let's go over here. Let's go back to send a photo. I thought you said more. All right. Now let's see. I said we were looking at your graphic novel here. Your novel here, Nexus. Now, we could also look at some other stuff. Now, Nexus, not going to give anything away from the plot, but let's see. What are Nexus's powers?
They're a little undefined. But he has this fusion power, which enables him to exist in space, to fly, and to shoot rays out of his fingertips that'll obliterate you like a laser. Or a, what's that word? Rail gun, not a rail gun. But he can create with it too. I mean, he can shape things with his power too, through the power of imagination. It's a combination of telekinesis and telepathy.
I know. That's the thing about telekinesis. It's more than just moving objects. You can actually move particles, and basically, if it's powerful enough, shape even the very space around you. And probably what he's doing there, he's probably taking something, basically destabilizing the molecular structure of it, and then reshaping it to his will.
Yeah, the power is because he's a science fiction comic book superhero, but the reason that Nexus has lasted this long is because of the drama and the people. All stories are based on people. And when a reader starts a story, he wants to be involved, he wants to care. And there are many ways to do this, but one thing to keep in mind is that the reader wants somebody with whom he can identify, for whom he can root. And that's just a little bit of the story, but it's an important part. And I think that that's why Nexus succeeds. But we have a vast cast of characters now.
That sounds great. Hey, I still have no one in the chat, but hey, we have one person watching the Scumdogs. Thank you for coming for the Scumdogs.
I got to go, Chris. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you. Always, Mike Barron. It's always to see you, and thank you for coming on. Now, I'll be sending you out. Mike Barron, thank you for joining us for the Scumdogs Kennel, and have a great day. See you later.
Thanks, Chris.
All right. Now, folks, we're going to continue on looking at stuff and having some fun. Let's see. We looked at this stuff. We looked at I could come to that in a moment. We have a new graphic novel right here. It's made $200 apparently. Something good to eat, a Halloween anthology. All right. Some of the artwork looks really good. Let's take a. Is that all there is? Halloween. 3,197, 52 days left. The cover looks good. But is that all there is? That's the only art you have up for it? Man, that's kind of a letdown. Either way, we saw some. We also have the Liberty Brigade, 100 pages of action. Let's say is $148. It is. Let's take a look at it. 100 pages of action, $500 flexible goal. It's made $148. This will probably be funded because they've set their goal low. All right. The artwork looks good. These are good covers. Yes. I will. These are good looking covers. And the interior art is good. Good classic 80s looking comic. I like the artwork here. I could read this, but I could do it later, mainly because there's not much stuff here. Let's go to the overview. Hi. The story takes place in the middle of World War II. Hitler, advised by Misery and the Claw and others, have hitched a plan to assassinate President Roosevelt using the combined power of some of the biggest villains in the past, including the Clown, Mastermind, the Rat, the Scarlet Skull, and the Saboteur. For us, the only thing standing in Hitler's way is the Liberty Brigade, a team composed of the Blue Flame, Catman, Kitten, the Mad Hatter, the Green Turtle, and 3 brand new heroes, Mr. Freedom, the Bill of Rights, and the National Anthem. Oh, not bad. Looks like a good comic book. For one campaign from Michael Flynn. Looks like there's a. Let's take a look at this. Oh.
Hi, I'm Mark Waid. I've written Kingdom Come, Superman, Captain America, a bunch of other stuff.
Mark Waid, huh?
Project called the Liberty Brigade.
Mark Waid. I can come back to this later. Mike Waid, I think I'm just going to go away and do something else here. Now, let's see. Let's do this. Let's see if we can't bring up any more. There's Mortal Wounds, which has made $563. They wanted... Ooh, yeah, this book is probably going to make its goal. It's only wanting 1,505. It's already made... It's basically almost halfway there already. It's got 29 days left. Yeah, this book is probably going to get funded. Ethan Van Sciver's Cyberfrog 2 Wrecked Planet. Random Verse, one-dimensional courier graphic novel. All right. But first, Should I take a look at this first, maybe? Why not? Oh, 1,800. 15,000, huh? Fixed goal. He has 30 days left. I mean, it's already made over $1,000, but well, that's quite a bit of money for the first thing. Yeah. How many campaign? One campaign. All right. It's the insane adventures of one-dimensional couriers, an interdimensional delivery service conveying packages to every wacky corner of the universe. Join the buffet-sporting Ramondo and his spunky psychic Bloob as they drive their demon-fueled convertible through flaming apes, ravenous sand sharks, monsters, and everything else you can possibly imagine. Our heroes, Ramondo, Blob, Melody. Not bad. And the artwork itself looks pretty good for this book. Looking pretty good. Though I still have to say, I think you asked too much for this book. Only 15,000, but not bad. He's already made 1,800. So he has 30 days left. I say there's a good chance he'll make it. Should we look at this? Let's take a look at this trailer.
G'day there. My name is Jeffrey Cruz, but you may know me better as Chamber. I've been an illustrator for Udon's Street Fighter comics, Mega Man video games, and recently Venom the Yen from Marvel Comics. I'd like to tell you about Random Views, an original graphic novel illustrated by me, scripted by my good friend Leonard Birmingham, and published by Udon Entertainment. Random Views follows the adventures of one-dimensional couriers, an interdimensional delivery service bringing packages to every wild and wacky corner of the universe. The delivery team includes Raimundo, underwear model turned wrestler turned courier; Bloob, a strange being who acts as a living storage unit; Melody, she's quiet but she packs a punch; and Abraxas, the digital demon/engine who powers the team's snazzy purple convertible. Delivering packages in another dimension isn't easy. Our heroes will run across deadly sand sharks, a killer robot assassin, flaming apes, the devious JBK, Jellybean King, this thing, and a ton more strange, surprising, and sneaky stuff. So come join us for a truckload of adventure by backing Random Views one-dimensional couriers, right here on Indiegogo. Jellybean King.
I'm taking a look here. Looks interesting. This looks pretty interesting. There's that guy again. All right, that was Renvarious, Dimensional Carriers graphic novel. Looks somewhat interesting. From Udon. From Udon. I have my thing. This artwork is good, but some of it looks a little better than Twitter art. Well, something like that. But I mean, it's not bad. It looks somewhat good. And he's already made over $1,000, so that's very good for this guy, this guy. Now let's continue on. How far into this? We're 33 minutes into this live stream, and I'm assuming we have more people watching this stream. Welcome to the Scumdogs Kennel. Even if sometimes there are more, sometimes there are less, and sometimes there are people watching this even if they aren't making any chats. Now, we could look at this, we already looked at the trailer here. So let's go to comics on Kickstarter. Let's see if I can't get anything else to come up. Any new ones? Let's see. Oh, yeah. There's that. Now let's go down here. Captain Love, Rise of the Pirate King, 10,575. Vestige 1 graphic novel has made 95,804. Or should I say Vestige? Graphic novel 1. Vestige issue 1 graphic novel is at 95,804. I'm trying to say that right. Oh, the Lucian is at 11,694. Outlaw Knights, Genesis of a Renegade is at 19,000. Well, 2,245. Let's see down here. Any other books? Cash Grab, the graphic novel by Cecil. 163, 703. Peregrine, Wings of the Falcons at 20,770 with 20 days left. Grayscale, Welcome to Glitter Cities at 6,935. It looks like he's put up a new thumbnail. Let's take a look if there's any new art up for it. From Michael Derrick, 2 campaigns. We've seen this before. I might read the sample again, but let's take a look at if he has any new art up. This looks new. It looks like a good alternate cover. He also comes with Dark Ages here. Oh, very nice. New artwork. This does look like new stuff. Very, very nice. Grayscale. I'll come up to this later. This. Now, let's go over here for a moment and see if we can, what's happening on hashtag Comicsgate. Ooh. Charlie's London. The frog inspires me to excel, and hashtag Comicsgate opens the door to just do that. Back at today and spread a great project in an immense community. As I said, I've backed several Indiegogos. In fact, one of my Indiegogos, Kevin Eastman's Totally Twisted Tales, arrived yesterday. I'm reading it now. And, well, I've already read Cyberfrog Blood Honey, so I'll give my review of that. I should. Now, Cyberfrog Blood Honey is a good book. It's very good. It has some incredibly great art in it, and I've yet to basically talk about it. I read it twice through. And we open with the beginning with Cyberfrog first coming through Earth, where his robotic mother, Jijol Sin, basically takes Tarek Ran off to Earth, and she arrives in the Pine Barrens of New Jersey. Basically, she can't find any Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, who are supposed to be of the human genetic code for Tarek Sin to basically become half human, as well as her own genetic code, which would make the human half human into a cybernetic alien half breed. Instead, she finds a frog and combines that with Tarek Sin, who becomes a cyber frog. His brother Salamandroid is also born the same night, and we learned that Salamandroid was made to basically protect his brother, which is good. Now we go through typical hijinks of that story, where we see Cyberfrog and Salamandroid say hi to Heather Swain before they have to go off and stop, Rumblebee from basically delivering a bomb. But that's when it happens, when the swarm, the Vespid attack. Well, surf to say that basically Cyberfrog is knocked out and he wakes up 20 years into the future with the Vespid basically completely dominating Earth, who use the humans as cattle and use the blood from humans to make their honey to feed their young. It is incredibly good. Well, Cyberfrog, after waking up in the future, is horrified, and he worries about his good friend Heather Swan, and so he goes off to look at her. And he arrives back in the Pine Barrens, where he finds Heather Swan's daughter, who tells him and basically screams out to her mother that Cyberfrog is back. This book is good. Now, maybe my problem with any problems with this book? Not too many. Not too many. It's a good book. Maybe because we are introduced to Heather Swan's daughter just as basically on a few panels, and then she runs into Cyberfrog. It's rather abrupt. But I expect that maybe to be handled better in Cyberfrog 2 Wrecked Planet where we'll get basically expand on the final few pages of Blood Honey before going into its own story within story. So I expect Ethan Van Sciver to basically fill in more on these new characters he's going to introduce in Cyberfrog 2 Wrecked Planet. Either way, it's a good book and well worth the price of $25 to get it. And, well, I'm pretty sure I bought one of the eBay copies that were slightly damaged. And it's the same price, but, well, I don't have to worry about it. Even though it was signed, it was already slightly damaged, so I don't mind reading it. But it was a good book. Now, we don't know what happens to Salamandroid. You're going to have to get the Salamandroid Death Sting book if you want to know what happened to him during the events of the invasion. Or you're going to have to get Cyberfrog 2 Wrecked Planet to know he's in that one as well. So, but you don't need Salamandroid Death Sting to understand what's happening in the graphic novel series. But this just tells you what happens with Salamandroid during his time fighting the Vespid alone. Either way, it's a good book, well worth the price. Let's go down here. Super Team International has made its money over on Kickstarter. So even though it only has 8 hours left, this book has been funded. They only wanted more money because they wanted to get more people to know about it. Blade Devil Ghosts of the Past graphic novels at $23. All right. Let's see. Magic Cop Drop Dead Legs comic is at $11,976. Let's see. This is all good stuff. I'm trying to find if we can't find any more new Indiegogos that we already looked at a few of them. Oh, Mars City Vice is at 918 with 12 days left. Scurry, a post-apocalyptic mouse tale, and did it at 195, 887. Let's go down. Lady Alchemy is at 48,602. Still funding through in demand and doing well. Dirty Work at the Crossroads is $1,070. Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb. Let's see. Going down here. Galactic Ruins of Mayhem. Another book I sadly wasn't able to fund. Get a copy of. All right. Let's get going down here. Pandemic comic book is at 10,560. Replicator Remastered is 32,303. Monster MD. Tales from the Stacks. Oh, yeah. There's I got Kevin Eastman's Totally Twisted Tales. I'm reading it now. There's Key Kong Christmas Be Destroyed, making $558. How much do they actually want? Oh, they've made $685 now. They wanted a flexible goal of $613. Well, this book is now funded officially. Good for Key Kong and Christmas Be Destroyed. This book, I thought, looked good with some rather funny artwork. And I'm really glad that it has been funded now. As you can see, the artwork is good. Not the best artwork, but very good, but good artwork. And it has been funded. Good for Michael Swan. Still no one in the chat, but it doesn't matter. We're just going to keep going, having some fun. And we're all the way down here now. I guess there. Oh, we're right. Let's see. Hello, waits. Right. Oh, Doc Salem Monster Hunter is at 6,901. There's 7 days left. It's been funded. All right, this is some good books here. Let's see. Cyborg USA is at 10,525. Hero Blood of Patriots, another funded book. Slaughter Squad Volume 1. It's still not, I don't think, out on... Oddity, another book I funded, and I expect to get my own copy of it eventually. Because it has some great artwork. I also funded Cash Grab, and we'll be taking a look at that eventually as well. Ballistic. I hope the guy who made Ballistic will re-release his art, will re-release this campaign, because this book deserved to be funded. It has some incredible looking artwork on it, but unfortunately he wasn't promoting it. Hexer Dusk is at 3,321. It's already a funded book. Maybe I'll fund some of these books in the coming months if they're still in demand. Black Ops USAGI. Ended campaign. All right, looking good. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing here. All right. Let's go down, see if we can't find some more stuff to look at. Elisa Dark, Werewolves and Bomb Pots ended. Bazza the Bat and the Bears is made 2,770 with 22 days left. It's another book that looks very good, and I think it's been funded now. Go down here a bit further. 7 Legions we've looked at. It's made 5,139. Let's see. Looking at a lot of books here. Return to Monster Island, 35,744. Another book we looked at a while back. All right. Chronicles of Van Helsing, Blood Will Out comic. I could take a look at this. See monstrosities. Let's take a look at down here. Atomic Victory Squad Double Down has made 6,579, now funding through in demand, which means I think it's been funded. Let's take a look down here. Still showing more comics, not bad. Let's see. It's this we have here. Oh, Rowdy Piper, the Avenger. All right. The Art of Vinny Tedamali. Show more. Let's take a look down here. Finding a lot of stuff. Let's go over to Kickstarter real quick. I want to see if they find anything on here. Mushroom, a story about a guy, a fungi, and a whole lot of more. 131. Social fiends. After the fall of humans, vampires and werewolves come out of hiding, but clash when their utopian dreams fail. Let's take a look at this. Social fiends, huh? Let's take a look at... wow. The artwork looks somewhat good. I guess these are vampires. So, Social Fiends is a genre-bending and monster-bending dystopian horror comic from creator John Perrett. This campaign will raise funds for the 38-page first issue of the 8-part page. All right. So if you like dystopian tales like V for Vendetta, The Hunger Games, or supernatural romps like Underworld or The Vampire Chronicles, this story is for you. Is it going to be woke? Is it going to have annoying characters in it? I'm not particularly liking some of the books you mentioned. 40 years after the collapse of human civilization, fallout blocks out the sun and sea levels rise has made all coastal cities diseased swamps due to a great cataclysm. North America's mostly abandoned hell for humans, paradise for fiends. Don't vampires drink blood if there are no humans there? Won't they starve? Vampires and werewolves have crawled out of the shadows where they have dwelled for centuries to finally reclaim the day, no longer outcasts, but the citizens of a new world. In a New York City renamed Europa, an alliance of fiends is banded together to create a quasi-anarcho syndicate Unfortunately, power corrupts. Cynicalist. The establishment vampires placed themselves at the top of the state's power structure, relegating werewolves to a government serfs. Our story follows 4 different people at various levels of this society as their lives collide when tensions between vampires and werewolves reach a boiling point. Yeah. How are the vampires feeding themselves? And I guess werewolves don't have to eat humans, but vampires generally have to feed off blood. So how are they feeding themselves? Are they also feeding on the werewolves? Are the werewolves selling their blood off to people so they can live? I don't know. What are you talking about here? You just have werewolves and vampires at each other's throats. Here's a short preview of select interior pages, both illustrated and colored by Javed Martin. Let's see. Oh, werewolves. Basically ganging up on this human, I think. Basically attacking humans, or are they werewolves themselves? Hungry mouths to feed back home. Is she human too? Looking good with the artwork here. Let's go down here. Read the sample, I suppose, maybe. Anyone else in the chat? We have another person watching the Scumdogs Kennel. Welcome. Now, it might say there are a certain number of people watching this, but I can't really trust what it says. Sometimes people are watching this and they're leaving chats, and it says, well, less people are watching it, or there are more people on it, but actually there are no chats coming in. But either way, welcome to the Scumdogs Kennel. How about giving me a call? How about just keep enjoying yourselves, and we'll continue looking at comic books as well as maybe some video games and other stuff. Let's see. We're back on we're back on Indiegogo here. FilmForce back to color. Stride Origin. There's Urban Squirrel. It's made $160 with 17 days left. Maybe I'll be funded or not. Nice pick. Then you're down here. Leas, let's see this. Pre-grade versus graduate graphic storytelling. Anything? Oh, what do we have here? Looks kind of boring. Let's see. Zambrek series, maybe. America, the Neville Comics. The Samurai Chef, a comic that follows the escalating culinary battles between contestants and the toughest chef on TV. Yeah, maybe I'll look at it. Ukiyo, Cyberpunk Done Right, the drug-fueled cyberpunk fever dream hallucinations that is the graphic novel Ukiyo. Looks like a... Let's take a look here. Let's see. Vamp Comic 1. Don't even know about this one. 353. Vamp, a comic based on 3 women who like to kick some butt. Moment. Chaos Theory. Zombies versus dinosaurs. Okay. You know, you better not have dinosaurs lose to zombies, right? I mean, they already did something like that in Walking Dead, where a bunch of zombies were able to kill a freaking tiger. If you tell me these guys actually bring down a dinosaur that is this Tyrannosaurus Rex or a thunder lizard, I'm going to barf. 20,131. That's Chaos Theory, zombies versus dinosaurs. The Heart of Star coming is closed. Please don't. $26. Too bad. Maybe I'll look at it. No. Back it. Went off there for a minute. Scared me for a bit. I'm still on. Ooh. Just a moment here. Back it. There, we're still up and stuff. The Dead feature continues. Oh, whoops. Let's do this. This ain't the. Let's see. The Good Man, Part 1. Part 1 of the graphic novel series about an artist's tragic downfall and his. Let's see. Creepy Starlet series. Creepy Starlet is an exciting independent comic project about Project Scarlet lives in the cemetery where he. Comic project Scarlet lives in the cemetery. Interesting. A woman and monsters, huh? Let's see. Maybe we should go back up there. Let's see what we have down here. What do we have? We have a bunch of stuff right here. I'm trying to decide if the thing looks good. A lot of these are ended campaigns, but the first time I'm seeing any of them. So that's not bad. Anima. The magic and colorful adventures of Anima, the demons, hunters, and her friends. The demons, hunters, and her friends. Looks somewhat interesting. Void. Looks interesting. As well. I don't know. Anima looks a little better. The magic and colorful adventures of Anima, the demons, hunters, and her friends. Oh, the Worst Mets debut. Where Mets is an ongoing bi-monthly title from Coast Comics starting in September. Ended already, huh? Let's go up here. Comics Fund. That's. Anima, the magic and colorful adventures of Anima, the demons hunter and her friends. Still trying to find something good to look at. Mainly, I'm looking down here how far this will go. I mean, we have a lot of stuff here. We have so many stuff here. Now, let's see. Devil's Legacy. The immortal war between good and evil joined the resistance against the evil Astaroth. Another ended campaign. Let's see. Trying to see how far this goes down. We just keep going down and down and down. All right, let's see. Project Orb. Are these really just monuments? Oh yeah, this is that book about these robots that are inside of these monuments. I've seen that before. Waffle. Let's see. Complete funding. Let's see. There's stuff here. Let's go down here, try to find something to look at. Maybe I should be making this a little more interesting, huh? I have 3 people watching the Scumdogs Kennel. Welcome. Right now, I'm basically just going down here, and basically, I hope this isn't too boring. I was trying to see how far we can go down, because this Indiegogo seems to have a bunch of Indiegogos I haven't seen before on, so I just keep going down, and there doesn't appear to be any limit to it. Maybe I'll go do this later. I'm getting a bit bored of this, and I think I've bored you all long enough. We'll take a look at some of these over here. Dan Fraga, as I looked at earlier, has made $105,659, well over what he was asking for with his goal. He's made a lot of money and done well. There's the Charlie variant cover you can buy for this book. So yeah, Dan Fraga is doing well. We also have Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb 2, which is if I can somewhere around. Come on. Mortal Worlds. Thing is taking a little time. Folks, it's just taking its time here. We'll go back to a moment. We also looked at Social Fiends, about a bunch of werewolves and vampires setting up their civilization after America has basically been destroyed, and they're basically saying it's a dystopian comic book, much like V for Vendetta, with werewolves and stuff, and vampires, and werewolves. I'm not so sure that it looks all that good. We're back to Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb 2 Premier Edition. It's already made, and it has 29 days left, and it's already made $16,871. It's already made well over what it was asking for. So this book is going to be funded, and it's still going in funding. That is good for this book. So very good. We could take a look at this trailer. Yeah, I guess I could take a look at this trailer. We looked at it yesterday, but let's have some more fun.
In the last issue of Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb, Saya Wokola, ramen shop waitress by day, high-kicking karate girl by nature, finds herself caught in a web of deception when her uncle, Dr. Albert Vogel, is attacked by a group of mercenaries led by a hulking wall of muscle called Wrecker. Shot in the back, the bullet pierces through Saya's body like a snake's fang strike, and Vogel, quaking with fear, is given no choice. To save her life, Saya is injected with the God Hand Serum, a mutagen that enhances the body and bestows a mysterious power after it integrates with the subject's DNA. Saya's explosive power manifests and takes out half of the base in the process. Lightning strikes slashing through the black sky. Now, coming to grips with her new body and power, Saya fights to protect her uncle from the Black Sun mercenaries and to live to see tomorrow. Produced by Kyung Lee, Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb Issue 2 is a 64-page, black and white, original English language manga published by Murakumo Comics. The battle reaches its climax in Chapter 3, As I Am.
And that was the trailer to Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb 2. It's just a good book. It looks like it's well already made its goal. I guess it probably might not make $100,000, but it had made so much money yesterday that I think this book was going to make over $100,000. But it seems to have slowed down somewhat since then. All right, that's good for this. Now, a little while ago, I was trying to basically Indiegogo for once has basically looted, well, dozens and dozens of campaigns, both past and present. So I was figuring let it keep going down and see how many campaigns there are. Now let's take a look at this. Let's see if it looks any good with this trailer. Oh.
In every age, there has always been people fighting the system.
Blah, blah,
Those who
blah.
want to tear it down and never conform.
Do I really want to look at this? This looks so woke. I mean, it's already got 471, pledged of 2,000 gold. Maybe. Just the moment he just started talking about that, it made me sort of start getting sick. Do I really want to see this talk about his woke agenda and stuff like that? Maybe in a moment. I mean, this is back up and all that. And if I go down here, you can see some other stuff I haven't seen before. And it appears to keep loading up more stuff. Let's see. Maybe books over here. Don't want to get too boring. Cells of Blood, the vampire zombie graphic novel. It looks interesting. The campaign's long over with, I suppose. And we still have this Social Fiends thing. I can come back to this later. There was another comic book I wanted to look at. Let's see if I can't find it. I mean, the moment we started talking about all the social stuff and stuff like that, I mean, I could, here we are, Mushroomed. I thought it looked somewhat interesting. I started about a guy, a fungi, and a whole lot more. I mean, the artwork here looks horrific. Is this with the interior arts? Is that all there is? I think I feel disappointed now. It's at $161, pledge of 616. At least the goal is little. 25 days to go. I mean, the artwork looked good here. The SteamYard. Now we have a few more minutes left for this live stream. Vampire Pub, Bite Out of Crime, huh? Not bad. Down here. Earlier we had Mike Barron with us, and he talked about his new novel Nexus, and it was fun. We looked at it. A lot of fun right here. Cindy and the Clowns, straight from the Big Top Anomalous Comics to Cindy and the Clowns help our artists get to print. Some it looks interesting. I mean, this just keeps going down. I've never seen some of these comics before. A lot of them have been ended, but I just keep going down and wanting to know what else is here. Technomex, we've seen this before. Good Land, a tech giant's quest for truth, hell on earth. 2 days left. Oh, whoops. I think I saw this before. $714, 2 days left, huh? Too bad. It's the second time I've seen this book, I think. Either way, we're going to try to find this. Let's go over here, try to find some more stuff to look at. Let's see. There's this stuff. Xterra, sci-fi adventure comic. Maybe. The art looks good, but not the best I particularly like. Ooh, Operation Eclipse, a comic about a non-powered hero fighting crime in his city. Okay, let's take a look at this. The art looks pretty good. It's basically a Batman type character, huh? And the interior art looks good. History. Operation Eclipse is the story of a man who has grown tired of this crime in his city after the murder of his fiancée, and with his trained from a former Army Special Forces veteran, Eclipse will fight to bring down the criminals and villains of St. Louis. The first issue drops you right into the action as an unbalanced and terrifying insane Shiver holds the mayor of St. Louis in a dark warehouse. Shiver has him tied to a chair. next to a table of knives. When Eclipse gets word of the kidnapping, he springs into action to help the mayor. The only problem is he doesn't know what lurks in the shadows of the warehouse. Oh, this looks good. I'm really liking the art here. How much has it made? 827. There's 31 days left. Pledge of 2,500. It's already basically halfway there, huh? Let's take a look at this trailer. Nice. Whoa, very nice. I'm enjoying this now. Now, this is a good trailer. Yeah, look at that artwork. Yeah. Let's end it here. That was Operation Eclipse 1. It's already made $827, and this looks like a good book. Well, with funding, I love it. Now we're coming to the end of this live stream, and I'm going to thank you all for joining me for the Scumdogs Kennel. We still have a few more minutes to go, but I'm going to plug for my channel again. Remember, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Read comics, they're bad for you. Then go over to Library and BitChute, and be sure to subscribe to my channels on those two websites. They're both named, let me get this right here, Comic Freak. So be sure to go. All right. Now, also, I'm going to plug for some stuff. Remember to go and go and buy my graphic novel, Scumdogs, when I have it finally up and ready to go on Indiegogo. You'll just love this book. Now, we have a few more minutes, and I've looked at this stuff, and we've looked at some good stuff. We've even found a few new Indiegogos, as well as we looked at ones that we looked at yesterday. Mortal World has made $563. And, yeah, this book is going to get funded, I'd say. And we looked at Battle Made in Knuckle Bomb, another good-looking book. Cyberfrog Unforgettable Tales is at 174 of 147. So, yeah, it's a good book, too, that you should go and look at. Looked at some stuff here. All of it looking very great. Should I look at some other stuff? Maybe go down here. Maybe try to find some. There's Cash Grab. We haven't looked at we can take a look at this trailer real quick. Just have a little fun here, huh? I don't always look at this. I try not to do it, but hell, it's a good thing to have some fun here. All right, I looked at that. Had a little fun there. We're at an hour and 15 minutes in. I'm going to thank you all for joining me for the Scumdogs Kennel. We still have a few minutes to go, but we had some fun here. We looked at it, Operation Eclipse 1. At least we'll see it like that. Look that here. Super Team International has made its money. It's got 17 hours to go before it closes out. Like that, I'm going to. What else can I say here? We had some fun. We looked at some of my artwork, and we generally enjoyed ourselves. What else can I say? We could look at some more Indiegogo's, or we could just sit here and basically talk and stuff. I'm going to thank you. Remember to come back tomorrow at 6 o'clock for another live stream. I always live stream at 6 o'clock, so be sure to check me in for my next live stream tomorrow. Otherwise, we'll just continue having some fun and looking at some Indiegogo's for a few more minutes. Oh, there's Metal Militia hardcover graphic novel has made 8,264. It's made its money. Let's see. Captain Love Rise of the Pirate King Chapter 1 has made 10,575. It has 31 hours left, so it's made it. It's a book that's been funded, so good for them. Good for them. Oh, the Dragon Guard has made 26,251 with 15 days left. That's another good-looking book. We looked at that. Now, I've already funded a few books. I funded Cash Grab, and I'm getting the graphic novel, getting it. But I'm also going to get Ethan Van Sciver's Cyberfrog 2 Rex Planet. I'm getting the Ides of March cover. I like to back it again so I can get the regular graphic novel cover as well as the Salamandroid Death Sting book and get it in the chicken box. I did that because I got the Ides of March cover because it was only a 24-hour thing, variant cover, so I had to buy it when I had the chance. But I don't want to. It's going to be a signed cover, signed book, so I'm going to basically keep that in a safe place. So I'm going to fund it again so I can read this book and as well as read the other one as well. Now the Dan Fraga book I like to back, but I'm going to take a little while. We're coming to the very end of this live stream. I'm going to thank you all for joining me for the Scumdogs Kennel. We had a fun time tonight. And remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Read Comics They're Bad For You. As well as go out to the Comicsgate and to the Comicsgate Indiegogos and buy them if you want to, and just be sure to support these creators because they're giving us some great work. And also go and support my own Indiegogo when I have it up on Indiegogo. Well, my own independent comic book up on Indiegogo, Scumdogs. It'll be great. You'll love it. And remember once again to come back tomorrow to get to my 6 o'clock live stream, and we'll have some more fun. Oh, what the heck. I might as well just plug for my channel one more time. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Read Comics They're Bad For You. I'm Chris Williams, and from the Scumdogs Kennel, thank you all for joining me, and I'm ending this live stream right about now. I can't thank you enough for joining me for tonight. We just continue to keep having fun every day. So thank you, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. So bye, folks. Ended about it. I'm going to end it about an hour and 20 some minutes.